This compression valve needed to be installed after our hose bib, which really wasn't a hose bib, failed. So the next step was to install a new hose bib, shut off the water, cut the copper pipe, and these compression valves are great if you have leaky copper pipes. You'll need some wrenches, an auto cut tool, an inside and outside reamer, as well as some sand cloth, and you might need a compression sleeve puller. These are great if you're removing an old compression shutoff valve and you can't get the nut and the ferrule off. So the compression sleeve puller goes into the copper pipe behind the nut, and if you twist it, you'll remove both the nut and the ferrule. But if your copper pipe is damaged, you'll want to remove that by cutting it with the auto cut tool. The next step after you do that is to ream both the inside and outside of the copper pipe, so you want to deburr those so that the ferrule will slide on without any problems. So don't forget to deburr them. Now back to our regular project. So what I had to do was all those steps for this. Now for whatever reason, the copper pipe was painted, so some sand cloth took care of that. The next step was to deburr both the inside and the outside of the copper pipe. This is really important. You want to take a cloth and remove any of the shards of copper. Then what you do is make sure the valve is facing the right direction, slide on the nut, slide on the valve, mark the location, and then slide your ferrule behind that line. Then you can put your compression shutoff valve on, twist the nut by hand, and then tighten it 1/2 turn with your wrenches. Then you can test it, make sure you don't have any leaks, and you'll be good to go. The next step is obviously to put the hose bib on, and I'll show you how to do that in another video.